Welcome to Chapter 17, The Triumph of Industrialism. What fueled the spectacular growth of the U.S. economy between 1854 and 1908? Why did total wealth increase? And how were wealth and the effects of industrialization distributed? Industrialism transformed the United States. It changed the way people worked. It changed their family lives. It changed where they lived and how they lived. While these changes required the efforts of millions, the technological developments actually came from just a few people, just a few entrepreneurs. One of those was Thomas Edison, who was responsible for bringing us electricity for both homes and factories. Also, Andrew Carnegie, who gave us cheap steel and other innovative cost-cutting measures. And then J.P. Morgan, who developed the provision of investment capital by bankers. Government also helped by providing grants, high tariffs, and direct infrastructure investment. It also instituted tax policies that favored the rich, which gave them more money to invest. The rise of industrialism was helped by the work ethic that permeated much of society. This work ethic was based partly in reality and partly in myth. It was the idea that enterprising people, primarily white males, but enterprising people who worked hard could rise from rags to riches. It's a great story that we all love to hear. But it also associated values of Adam Smith's free market ideas and the defense of the vast gap between the rich and the poor is necessary for economic progress. That gap gave people the chance to strive, to go from rags to riches. So that was an important aspect, according to Adam Smith's free market ideas. Also, it took social Darwinism, taking the concept of survival of the fittest from evolutionary biology and then applying it to economics. Industrialism benefited society as a whole, but there were many losers. These included unskilled workers, immigrants, blacks, the elderly, and any of the many workers who were maimed or killed in factories, and of course their families, because those people could no longer work to support their families. Unsafe working conditions, monotonous labor, and the concentrations of large numbers of workers in one area brought about the rise of the working class movements. The National Labor Union, which was founded in 1866, had some initial success, but the 1873 Depression brought about its demise as desperate workers took any job they could just to make money. The Knights of Labor also had some victories, but squandered other opportunities and declined precipitously after the 1886 Haymarket riot, in which numerous people were killed, and the government and public blamed the labor unions for that violence. The American Federation of Labor became the strongest union. It was founded in 1866 by Samuel Gompers and others, and it focused on collective bargaining in skilled trades and avoided politics. Socialism also had its adherents. Based on the writings of Karl Marx, it held that capitalism would undergo a series of crises, each worse than the last, until it collapsed and was replaced by socialism. Under socialism, there would be only one class and no exploitation, and everyone would prosper. Sounds great, right? The Socialist Labor Party was the first Marxist party of significance, but it was eclipsed in the early 1900s by the rise of the Socialist Party of America under the leadership of Eugene Debs. Debs and the Socialists had some substantial election victories and were a definite force in American politics, but they never gained that popularity necessary to mount a serious challenge to the two major parties, the Democrats and Republicans.